my parents raised us all in a very godly home, in a very structured home, and always pushed righteous living. I just wanted to be a wife and a mom all my life. Just growing up, I could not wait for the day that I was going to meet this special guy, and we were going to have 10 kids by the time I was 25, and a lot of things did not happen the way that I was waiting for them to. The sheer terror that set in when I saw those 2 stripes, sitting in a bathroom stall at my work, I just went, no, 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 no. And I sent out a text and said, this isn't a joke. I'm pregnant. I need to talk to you. And he got really distant and told me he didn't know what to do. I don't know, it's up to you. And I was like, what? This is both of us. We both made a very big mistake, and now there's a very big consequence, and we both need to deal with it. And he wasn't capable of that, and I then was completely alone in my life. And I said, I need out. I can't do this. For the first time in my entire life, I did something I never thought I would do, and I contemplated abortion. I've always been completely pro-life, looked at other women who've had abortions and gone, how could you do that? How could you murder an innocent baby? And in a split second, I had a whole new empathy. I went, I get it. All you want is to just go, okay, you're small and you are completely incapable of defending yourself, so I do have the power to make this go away. And I just tried to shut off my conscience and go, no, it's okay, it's still really, really little, and whoever it is won't feel anything. And on the other side, my heart's just breaking, going, all I've ever wanted to be is a mom. So I called Planned Parenthood. And I remember just like going, I can't believe this is where I'm at. I can't believe I'm doing this. And it's like I shut off all emotion and just went, I just need to separate my heart from this and preserve myself. And they asked how they could help me, and I said, I was calling to find out how much the abortion pill costs. It didn't say anything. All he said was, what was the date of your last cycle? What is it? Blah, blah, blah. And said, well, it's going to be this amount of money. And it was astronomical. I had no idea it was that expensive. And my spirits just sank. I got a message from one of my friends. He said, I found a place that I think you should go to, because they say that they'll give you an ultrasound to prove that there's actually a baby there, and they'll give you a hospital grade pregnancy test. And I said, okay, who is it? And he said, it's called Open Arms. And I made a phone call, and Lenita answered, and she said, Open Arms, how can I help you? And I was crying, and I said, I am pregnant. I need to talk to somebody about abortion options and a pregnancy test. And she goes, oh, well, we're really full for today. We don't have any room. And I started crying, and I said, you don't understand. I said, I need to talk to somebody now. I said, I am pregnant. Nobody in my life knows. And I need to know what to do. And she said, let me call you back. And she calls me back and said, I was able to move somebody. And I remember my spirit's just going, really? And I said, are you serious? And she said, yes, I have somebody I was able to move. Can you be here at this time? And I said, I'll be there. And that's where I met Susie. Susie told me her story about how she was my exact age, and how she had an abortion, and it took her decades to be able to process and deal with it. And I remember her encouraging me, saying, honey, you're a mom. And I was like, nope, no. I am not a mom. Don't make this real for me. I still need to keep myself distant from it. I said, I'm not a mom. Nope, not me. And she said, honey, you have a child of God in you. And she said, this is a baby who's meant to be here. And I was like, what? This is a Christian place? Like, this is not what I came here for. I was like, somebody just help me get what I want. She said, honey, we've all done things. We all have stories. We all have pasts. She said, what matters is right now. And then what happens right now is you have a baby inside of you. I know, through tears, like, yeah, I know. And in my mind, still contemplating what I'm gonna do. I had this nightmare, then I started having the miscarriage in my dream, and it was just blood everywhere and this mess, and I was bawling in my dream going, no, it's happening and I can't stop it. And in my dream, I was like trying to catch pieces of my baby, and it was so devastating is a complete understatement. But knowing there's a baby in here somewhere in this bathroom in my dream, in the toilet, and you know, so then I reached down and I ended up finding the baby, and it was about that big, and I found it, and I remember looking at my baby and just crying. And it was a girl, and she said, don't cry. It has to be this way. And I was just bawling. I couldn't even say anything. And I was just looking at her. And she said, I just wanted to see my mommy's face before I died. And then she died in my hands. And I just bawled. And I woke up the next day and went, there is no way that I can do this. I cannot kill my baby. In the long string of mistakes that I had made in my life, one more big wrong one is not going to fix all the rest. And I knew, I came to terms with the fact that all I've ever wanted to be was a mom. And I knew if I were to sacrifice or murder my firstborn to hide my sin in what I had been doing, because all I've wanted to be is a mom, just not like this. And I just said, God, I can't do this. It's gonna have to be you through me. I am not strong enough at all. The great news is that in my weakness, His strength is made perfect. Open Arms and the people who worked there and worked with me saved my life. And they saved my baby's life too, because of the influence that they had on me and the care that they showed me. I was warmly received, and what I did was not who I was. And they loved that baby more than I did. And I just went, how are you guys even able to love me like this? You know that I'm a Christian. You know that I screwed up really badly, and you're still wrapping your arms around me. You're trying to help me. You're showing me all these resources, like the giveaway section. I was like, I was not able to provide for my baby because my job was over. I passed on my dream career. Elijah was a gift from the God who forgives. I could have just ended up with a disease. I could have lost my baby. Instead, God said, you've had this desire in your heart your whole life. And yeah, you took a wrong turn, but I can still bless you in spite of it and show you how good I still am. Everybody who was with us along the way, the people who prayed for this baby that I almost killed, I think back and go, how could I have ever contemplated that? What would my life be like if there was no him? Yeah, you waving to everybody.